Now from the second city of Chicago, head down Lakeshore Drive and you find venerable Soldier Field, home of the Bears. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Chicago Bears. On the visitors' sideline, Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin. His team playing exceptional football, 8-2 in their last 10. On the other sideline, it is the Bears head coach Ben Johnson. His guys ready to see how they match up in a battle between two Super Bowl contenders. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. The All-Pro Chris Boswell with the honors. And off we go from Soldier Field. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the second straight year. #1 pick in the 2024 draft. It's Caleb Williams.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only to get them in the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, they're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Joey Porter Jr. that time up to make the play. While we have a moment, why don't we take a look at the key inactives not playing in the ball game here this afternoon. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 7. Here's Williams. That's for the big rookie out of Michigan, Colston Loveland. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
16 yards. That's good for a Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now a toss, left side, it's Swift. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
So he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
4 brings up 3rd and 9.
Throwing is Williams. He gets this complete to Burden. 11 yards on the pass there. Good for a Bears first down.
Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore.
2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
We'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. And that's going to be picked by Jalen Ramsey.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Well, here come the Steelers, and that's the sight that looks odd, but people were looking to see after keeping us waiting all spring. Year 21 in the league for Aaron Rodgers, his first as the Steelers quarterback.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all three phases last week. So, again, can they build off that? Can they continue to grow as an entire team? Because offense, defense, and solid contribution from their special teams, they showed last week, and going forward, this is going to be a hard team to beat.
He'll push forward for about a yard. T.J. Edwards there on the stop.
T.J. Edwards on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
3rd and 9. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. On 3rd down, Rodgers. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, it's Corliss Waitman out to punt. Devin Duvernay back deep for Chicago. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
This drive will begin with a run by Smith. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this. He fought through that first contact. It'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
To throw, it's Williams. Open man downfield is Loveland. And he will go all the way. Poston Loveland. Touchdown, Chicago. That's his 8th touchdown of the season.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears will take a 7-0 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Johnson now to return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Steelers offense and their running back, Jaylen Warren, set to take over once more. And as we move into the second half of the season, you can see he's the NFL leader in rushing touchdowns. Metcalf, the motion man. That's caught. Right side, it's Freiermuth. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Play action now with Rodgers. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. That's Jaquan Brisker, the safety, up from the defensive backfield, and he's got a sack.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. That's complete. It's Parker Washington. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6.
It is 3rd and long. From the gun, Rodgers. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Corliss Waitman now. And on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. And he has come out of the gates hot. He's been on target with his throws, and that's reflected in those numbers as he'll look to keep it going here. Going on 1st down, it's Williams. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped. And that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early.
Automatic 1st down.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now Williams. To the right side, caught by Burton. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's been a busy 1st quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Williams now to throw. Another one there for Burton. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That is catch number 60 for the season.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
We are through 1 after this. Bears in possession here to start the 2nd quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. Throw it again. It's Williams. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Luther Burden, the intended target, and it'll be 2nd down.
Vegas! Hey, volunteer, what is up?
Throwing again, Williams. That is hauled in at the 5, and he's going to be brought down. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Vegas! Yes! Punch!
Williams to the air once more. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Rome Odunze. Touchdown, Bears.
That was just too easy, Mike. It's just straight man coverage. Great route by the receiver on the slant. You just can't give up an inside release deep in your own end zone. Because as you just saw, it's pitch and catch.
On is Santos for the PAT. He's got it. And the Bears move out on top, 14-0.
Bears 14. Steelers nothing. Santos, the kickoff for Chicago.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Johnson now to return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. There's Mike Tomlin, the longtime head man in Pittsburgh. His Steelers get set to take over once more. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Off he goes.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Bit of a wild throw there behind his man, thus it's incomplete. Parker Washington was the intended receiver.
He was defended by
and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Rodgers to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Freiermuth. A gain there of 11. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
On play action, Rodgers. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Again, it's Rodgers. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They run with Warren. And he'll get the 1st down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
Gain of 6. That's another Steelers 1st down. It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Steelers.
They'll stay on the ground with Warren. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have 1st and goal.
And this one blown up. Good surge will drop him. A loss on the play, back to the 9-yard line. Task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. One more time with Warren. And he'll take this one in. Jalen Warren. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. 1st touchdown of the game for the NFL's leader in rushing TDs. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers are on the board. It's now 14-7.
Steelers 7.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. He's building a case for the MVP. He is the leader in the NFL in touchdown passes as we move into the back half of the season. Williams going to look to throw it on first down. That's over the middle and taken by Loveland. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
Yes. Cover. Yes. Stay it.
Throwing is Williams. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. To try again, it's 2nd and 10.
Yes. Cover.
Here's Williams. He'll get this underneath to Swift. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Chicago.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They try to throw again. Here's Williams. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Weaves. And the Steelers are going to take possession.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
The Steelers offense and their running back, Jaylen Warren, set to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. This one complete to Washington. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. From the 41. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Rodgers. He'll get back to Jaylen Warren. He's to the 15. And he will score. Jaylen Warren. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. 2 more touchdowns for him here. Now 19 for the year.
The kick is good.
Well, they get the running back out of the backfield, and Greg, we find him in the end zone, a touchdown pass.
Mike, we call those short throw, long run. It's every quarterback's dream. He's able to get the ball out of his hand to his intended target, and in this case, this guy, he does the rest.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. And as we move into the second half of the season, he continues to put up the big numbers. Currently the NFL's leader in passing as we play here in the month of November. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Open man downfield is Loveland. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Down the field, it's DJ Moore. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A first catch for DJ and a first down. Here's 1st and 10. Williams. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Touchdown! Here we go, pivot! Yes!
On second down, it's Williams. That's over the middle and taken in by Odunze. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
15 yards on the play.
And another great throw right there, Mike. And when you take a look at the numbers, they certainly don't lie. He has just been flat out terrific in this first half. His ability to spread the ball around, take what the defense has given him. They've certainly had a lot of success here early on.
Hey, movement!
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. That's complete. Some more on the right side. A powerful run just shy of the goal line, but he has picked up the first down. It is first and goal. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with first and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal.
Ready, set. Cargo.
To throw is Williams. And he'll take it on in. Luther Burden. Touchdown, Chicago.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Santos for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bears have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. We'll go ahead and just cede the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. First down for Aaron. To the tight end, Freiermuth. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's a gain of 11. And the Steelers first down.
A first down throw from Rodgers. A ball deep for the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Our journey through the NFL starts now. NRG Stadium in Houston. It's the Texans at home to take on the Buffalo Bills. And here is Nick Chubb. He's going to get in from 6 yards out. The Texans had to work for it, but they win it by a field goal. From there, Kansas City, here we come. Let's check in on the Chiefs as they host the Indianapolis Colts. And it's Josh Downs. He's going to pull this one in, and then he sets his sights towards the end zone. 58 yards for the score. This one is now at halftime, and it's the Colts up by 3, 13-10 at the half. Lastly, we go up to Lambeau Field. It's the Packers hosting the Minnesota Vikings. And it's Jordan Love. One of his 2 touchdown passes here in the first half. The Packers with a 10-point lead at the half. And a look now at the rest of the action around the league here in week number 12. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. There's Mike Tomlin, the longtime head man in Pittsburgh. His Steelers get set to take over once more. They're searching here for the tie score, down 21-14. And they'll begin 1st and 10. He's got Freiermuth open on the left side. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up second
and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
Play fake. It's Rodgers. Back taken in by Connor Hayward. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. On 3rd down, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Pat Freiermuth, the intended receiver. And that'll set up 4th down. So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward. And they'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's Williams now to throw. He's got Loveland free left side. And he'll be out of bounds as the 1st down completion nets about 3. From 31, here is 2nd and 6.
Now 2nd and 6.
To throw, it's Williams. Going for it all. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. This 3rd and 6.
Defended by Jalen Ramsey.
Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
47-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Throw it again. It's Williams. And And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Weed.
You know, Mike, I like the mindset of this offensive coordinator. He's saying, listen, I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to extend my lead. Now, that aggressive play calling in this case led to
the pressure too much, and he goes down.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. And what I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stuff the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback.
That one just too far, out in front, and it's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Third and long for Rodgers. That's complete. Calvin Austin. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up fourth down. Steelers getting ready to punt this one away, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. The Bears offense and DJ Moore heading back onto the field, and he was unguardable in the first half. You see the numbers as they try to add to those here in the third quarter. They're going to run. It's the man from Rutgers, Kyle Monunga. From the 24 now, here's second and 5.
Second and 5.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. It's out left and complete to Burton. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Williams to throw on second down. Over the middle, he's got Burton. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up second down. Throwing again, Williams. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up third and 3.
We'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Darius Slay.
Well, with This guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
And we'll bring this to about the 34-yard line. It was Kevin Byard that time to make the play. Austin brought in motion. Once again, it's Warren. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Here now, 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun, Rodgers. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Rodgers sacked. A loss of 5 yards. Another 3 and out.
Special teams on the field, ready for this punt. As he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. Tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. There you see Ben Johnson, the head man in Chicago, as his Bears get set to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10.
What is up?
Now Williams. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. He's taken down just shy of midfield. First time they've whipped his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
What is up?
They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. That's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7 from the 44-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Yes. What is up?
Here's Williams. To the right side, caught by Burton. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
Brings up 3rd.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1.
Vegas!
From the shotgun, it's Williams. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
They'll indeed go. It's Williams, who outs another catch for his favorite target.
When you think back to the first half, Mike, just how well he threw the ball, and you thought maybe this defense would come up with some answers in the second half to slow him down, but so far, that has proven to not be the case.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. A run here with Smith. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
What is up?
Williams. That's over the middle and taken in by Odunze. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
That's another Bears first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing is Williams. To the middle of the field and caught by Walker. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
First and goal.
First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a first down. Swift. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
On the play.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
On second down, it's Williams. He'll get this underneath to Swift. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Offense. Still second down.
From a little further back, here's second and goal. To throw is Williams. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. And that's a big number. That is touchdown pass number 50 on the season. Just 5 shy of Peyton Manning's all-time mark for the most in one campaign. On is Santos for the PAT. His kick is good. And the Bears have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game.
Steelers 14. Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Parker Washington. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. There's Mike Tomlin, the longtime head man in Pittsburgh. His Steelers get set to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rock. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
A loss of 7 yards. It's second down.
In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. That's over the middle and taken in by Freiermuth. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
19 yards. That's good for a Steelers.
Man in motion here is Washington. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
To throw is Rodgers. That's out wide to Warren. And he'll get about 3 here on second down before he's out of bounds.
Brings up third.
They'll come up to third and 3. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That is caught by Washington. And he's going to have the Steelers 1st down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
On play action, Rodgers. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. But a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. That one on the former first-rounder, Troy Fautanu. The road gets a little tougher now. It's 1st and 20. Rodgers going up top again. He's going to try it here again. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Montez Sweat getting in for the sack. And that's going to lead to 3rd and very long. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. They'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. He's got it! And he's in. DK Metcalf. Touchdown Steelers. His 4th TD grab of the season.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. He is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Has an opening past the 40. And he'll be taken down. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Run now for Monunga. Past midfield to the 45. And they finally get him down. Good gain on the ground, but hold everything. Maybe a reason he got so free. That's on Joe Tooney.
Still 1st down.
Slam left. Ready to go.
On 1st down, they give it right back to Swift. Inside the 35. He will go all the way. DeAndre Swift, touchdown Chicago.
And that should all but put this one away, Mike. And we've had some big plays throughout this game, but none bigger than that one right there. They score on the long touchdown, and that makes this a 2-possession game here late.
Santos for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bears will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Steelers 21. throw Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Washington now to return it. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Rodgers. He finds Austin with the grab. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for us Steelers. 1st down.
Warren. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd. The stoppage comes just over a minute to play in this one. Rodgers on 1st down. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. It is 2nd down and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. The Bears
From the gun, Rodgers. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. In this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front. I really like the personnel adjustment by the defensive coordinator, Mike. They go dime coverage, so they're going to bring out 6 defensive backs, really play the pass and muddy it up with as many pass defenders as you can. Nowhere to go with the ball, and now we got to see, does the offensive coordinator, when he sees that dime package take the field, what answers does he have?
And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, it's trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down. There you see Ben Johnson, the head man in Chicago, as his Bears get set to take over once more. And this one really all over but the shouting. 1 timeout left defensively, but there's no need to use it here. On the give, it's Swift. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Here's a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Another run here. Another run by Swift. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. The last run going to put him up over 100 yards for this one. This one all but over. Here's 3rd down. On the give, it is Monunga. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So this one in the win column for the Bears. Their winning ways continue. They've yet to be stopped as they remain unbeaten in the month of November. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from along the lakefront at Soldier Field in Chicago.